Most people think blueberries are one of the healthiest foods on the planet. Packed with antioxidants, protecting your heart, your brain, even your immune system. And that's true, but only part of the truth. Because what almost nobody tells you is that, when combined with certain common foods, the very same compounds that make blueberries so powerful can actually work against you. This isn't fearmongering, it's biology. If you're over 60, your body's defenses work differently than they did decades ago, and the wrong food pairings can trigger hidden chemical reactions that blunt blueberries' benefits, or worse, create harmful byproducts. It's like trying to put out a fire with water, but someone's secretly pouring gasoline in at the same time. Today, you're going to learn exactly which 3 foods can flip the switch from protection to potential harm, and how to avoid this silent sabotage so that bite of blueberries truly works for your health. Blueberries have earned their reputation as one of nature's most potent health allies, and for good reason. Inside their deep blue skin lies a treasure trove of bioactive compounds, most notably anthocyanins, which are responsible for their vibrant color and many of their health benefits. These anthocyanins are powerful antioxidants that patrol your bloodstream, neutralizing free radicals before they can damage your cells. They help keep your blood vessels supple and open, improve circulation, and even protect delicate brain tissue from the effects of aging. For seniors, this is especially important because blood flow and nutrient delivery naturally slow down with age, and the brain becomes more vulnerable to oxidative stress. Blueberries also contain vitamins C and K, along with manganese and dietary fiber, which work together to support immune health, bone strength, and digestive balance. Is of one to avoid. When you eat them, you're essentially giving your body a concentrated dose of nature's medicine, one that modern research continues to confirm as a vital part of a longevity-focused diet. What's particularly fascinating is how blueberries interact with your body on a microscopic level. Their polyphenols don't just float aimlessly through your system. They engage with your gut microbiome, encouraging the growth of beneficial bacteria that further enhance their effects. In fact, certain gut microbes help break down these compounds into forms that are even more bioavailable, meaning your body can use them more effectively. This two-way relationship between blueberries and gut health is part of why they're considered a functional food. They're not only nourishing you directly but also strengthening the very systems that process and distribute nutrients. For people over 60 who may face changes in gut flora and digestion, this supportive effect can be a game changer. Blueberries also influence key biological processes linked to aging and chronic disease. They help regulate inflammation pathways, calming an overactive immune response that can otherwise lead to tissue damage over time. They've been shown to improve endothelial function, which refers to the performance of the inner lining of your blood vessels. This means better circulation, reduced blood pressure, and a lower risk of heart-related complications. There's even evidence that regular blueberry consumption can boost neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections, which is vital for preserving memory, learning, and mental agility later in life. However, as remarkable as blueberries are, their benefits aren't automatic. They rely on the right conditions in your body to work their magic. Think of them like a precision tool, incredibly effective when used correctly, but less so when combined with the wrong elements. The anthocyanins and other phytonutrients they contain are sensitive to certain chemical interactions. If you unknowingly eat them alongside specific types of foods, you can disrupt their absorption or trigger reactions that neutralize their antioxidant power. For seniors, whose metabolic processes and detox systems may not be as efficient as they once were, these interactions can have a bigger impact than they would on someone younger. That's why understanding not just the value of blueberries, but also the context in which you consume them, is crucial to making the most of their protective potential. When you eat blueberries, the body doesn't simply absorb their nutrients in isolation. Every other food you consume alongside them can influence how well those nutrients work. This is because the compounds in blueberries are highly reactive, in the best sense, interacting with cells, enzymes, and even other food molecules. These interactions can enhance their power or, in some cases, reduce it significantly. For seniors whose digestion and metabolism have evolved over the years, these pairings matter even more. The way your body processes foods changes with age. Stomach acid levels can drop, gut motility may slow, and nutrient absorption can become less efficient. As a result, the delicate chemistry between blueberries and other foods becomes a critical factor in whether you get their full health benefits or only a fraction of them. Blueberries' standout compounds, the anthocyanins, are water-soluble pigments that need to be absorbed in the upper part of the small intestine to have their strongest effect. But if they're bound up by other substances in the meal, or if their molecular structure changes because of certain chemical reactions, they may not make it to your bloodstream intact. This means fewer antioxidants circulating to fight free radicals, less vascular support, and less protection for brain cells. The good news is that the reverse is also true. The right pairings can boost the bioavailability of these compounds, allowing them to remain active for longer and reach more tissues throughout your body. One way food pairings alter benefits is through pH balance. Blueberries are naturally acidic, but when mixed with certain foods that are either too acidic or too alkaline, the stability of their anthocyanins can be compromised. This instability can cause their antioxidant potential to weaken before your body has a chance to use it. For example, some foods can change the pH in your digestive tract in ways that speed up the breakdown of anthocyanins into less effective forms. While you still get some nutrition from the fruit itself, the unique medicinal effects of blueberries become diminished. Another factor is the presence of competing molecules. Some proteins, fats, and sugars can physically bind to polyphenols in blueberries, forming complexes that the body struggles to absorb. Imagine these beneficial compounds getting locked up and carried through your digestive tract without ever entering your bloodstream. This is especially problematic for older adults, as the natural efficiency of nutrient extraction declines with age. When absorption rates drop, the margin for error shrinks, making it more important to avoid the combinations that reduce blueberry potency. Timing also plays a role in how foods interact. Eating blueberries on an empty stomach might yield different absorption rates compared to eating them as part of a heavy meal. The digestive enzymes released, the speed of gastric emptying, and the presence of other nutrients all shape the outcome. Seniors in particular may experience slower digestion, which means certain harmful interactions have more time to occur and beneficial compounds have less time to remain intact. Understanding these dynamics is key to ensuring that when you choose blueberries, you're giving them the best possible chance to work at their highest potential. The first major disruptor to blueberries' natural health benefits is refined sugar, a common addition in many seemingly healthy blueberry-containing foods. When blueberries are paired with foods high in processed sugar, such as sweetened yogurts, muffins, or cereals, a chain reaction begins in the body that works directly against what blueberries are meant to do. Refined sugar causes a rapid spike in blood glucose, which forces the pancreas to release large amounts of insulin to bring those levels back down. This sudden surge and drop creates stress on the vascular system, increasing inflammation and oxidative stress. The antioxidants in blueberries are designed to reduce oxidative stress, but when consumed alongside a high-sugar food, much of their capacity gets diverted toward trying to neutralize the damage caused by that sugar load rather than offering the protective benefits you're seeking. Inflammation triggered by sugar is particularly concerning for older adults because chronic low-grade inflammation is already more common with age. It accelerates the progression of conditions like atherosclerosis, arthritis, and even cognitive decline. The polyphenols in blueberries calm these inflammatory pathways, but sugar throws fuel on the fire, making it harder for blueberries to have a measurable impact. Over time, this can blunt the very cardiovascular benefits that make blueberries so appealing for seniors in the first place. There's also the issue of glycation, a process where excess sugar in the bloodstream binds to proteins, forming harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, AGS. These AGEs can damage collagen and elastin in the skin and blood vessels, leading to stiffness, reduced elasticity, and accelerated aging. Blueberries contain compounds that can help prevent or repair oxidative damage, but they are not equipped to undo the structural harm caused by a constant flood of refined sugar. When you eat blueberries in a low-sugar context, their antioxidants have the freedom to focus on cellular repair and protection. When sugar is present, that focus is diluted. Refined sugar also has indirect effects on the gut microbiome, encouraging the growth of harmful bacteria and yeast while discouraging the growth of beneficial species. Since blueberries interact with gut microbes to enhance their own bioactive effects, a microbiome disrupted by sugar can mean less efficient processing and utilization of blueberry compounds. For seniors, maintaining a balanced gut microbiome is critical for immune health, nutrient absorption, and even mental well-being. Sugar works against that balance, setting up a less favorable environment for blueberries to work their full magic. Even the structure of the meal matters. A dessert made with blueberries and heavy refined sugar may taste delicious, but from a biological standpoint, it delivers a mixed message to your body. One component tries to heal, the other promotes harm. This internal tug of war can lead to smaller net benefits over time. The danger is that many people don't realize this interaction is happening because still feel like they're making a healthy choice simply by including blueberries in their diet. The reality is that refined's effects are powerful enough to overshadow much of what blueberries are working hard to provide. The second major disruptor to the health benefits of blueberries is certain types of dairy products. While dairy itself can have a place in a balanced diet, some proteins found in milk, cream, and certain yogurts can interfere with the bioavailability of blueberry polyphenols, particularly anthocyanins. These antioxidant compounds are delicate and need to remain in a free, absorbable form to exert their full effect in the body. Dairy proteins, especially casein, have the ability to bind to these polyphenols, creating complexes that are less soluble and harder for the body to absorb. This binding essentially locks away the antioxidant potential, meaning that fewer of the beneficial compounds make it into your bloodstream where they can fight oxidative stress, reduce inflammation, and support vascular health. This effect can be subtle and may not completely eliminate the benefits of blueberries, but for seniors who already face age-related declines in nutrient absorption, even small reductions can make a difference over time. The body's efficiency in breaking down these complexes decreases with age, and the digestive system may take longer to release the bound compounds, if it can release them at all. This delay can reduce the protective window during which anthocyanins circulate and act within the body. The type and processing of dairy also matter. For example, ultra-pasteurized or homogenized dairy products may alter protein structures in a way that makes them even more likely to bind to polyphenols. High-fat dairy products, while not necessarily harmful on their own, can also slow gastric emptying, which changes the timing of nutrient absorption and may reduce the speed at which blueberry antioxidants enter circulation. This can be important for maintaining their potency, since antioxidants can degrade over time within the digestive tract before they are absorbed. There is also the consideration of inflammation. Some people, especially older adults, may have a mild intolerance or sensitivity to dairy proteins or lactose. Even without obvious symptoms, this can trigger low-grade inflammation in the gut, which may further reduce the efficiency of absorbing delicate plant compounds like anthocyanins. The very benefits you seek from blueberries, supporting cardiovascular health, reducing oxidative stress, and preserving brain function, can be undermined if the gut environment is inflamed and struggling to process nutrients effectively. Furthermore, dairy's impact on pH balance in the digestive system can also influence anthocyanin stability. The acidic environment needed for optimal absorption can shift when certain dairy products are introduced, potentially altering the chemical form of the polyphenols before they reach the absorption stage. Once these compounds are chemically altered, they may no longer function with the same antioxidant strength, leaving you with a fraction of the intended benefit. It's important to recognize that not all dairy has this effect to the same degree, and the interaction depends on timing, quantity, and the specific type of dairy consumed. Fermented dairy, for instance, might behave differently due to its altered protein structure and probiotic content. But the key takeaway is that when the wrong kind of dairy is paired with blueberries, the result can be a quiet but meaningful reduction in their protective potential. The third major disruptor to the health benefits of blueberries is the presence of ultra-processed oils, particularly those high in trans fats and oxidized vegetable oils. These oils are often found in packaged snacks, baked goods, fried foods, and even some salad dressings, and they can undermine the protective compounds in blueberries in ways that are both direct and indirect. Blueberries are rich in antioxidants designed to neutralize free radicals and reduce inflammation. But ultra-processed oils introduce a heavy load of oxidative stress into the body. When these oils are heated, refined, or stored improperly, they become chemically unstable and prone to oxidation, producing harmful compounds that can damage cells, tissues, and even DNA. When you consume blueberries alongside foods containing these oils, the antioxidants in the blueberries have to work harder just to counteract the immediate damage caused by the oils. This diverts them from performing their intended roles, such as protecting blood vessels, improving circulation, and supporting brain health. Instead of enhancing your body's resilience, the blueberry compounds are essentially forced into damage control mode, which greatly reduces the overall net benefit. For seniors, this effect can be even more pronounced because age-related declines in natural antioxidant production mean the body relies more heavily on dietary antioxidants to maintain balance. Another problem with ultra-processed oils is their effect on chronic inflammation. These oils often contain high levels of omega-6 fatty acids in a form that is easily converted into pro-inflammatory molecules in the body. Chronic inflammation is a known driver of many age-related conditions, from arthritis to heart disease to cognitive decline. While blueberries work to reduce inflammatory pathways, the presence of processed oil stimulates those same pathways, creating a biochemical tug-of-war inside the body. Over time, this ongoing conflict can wear down tissues, impair immune function, and reduce the effectiveness of any anti-inflammatory foods you eat. These oils also influence the integrity of cell membranes, which are partly composed of fats. Consuming poor quality fats alters the structure and function of these membranes, making them more rigid and less efficient at nutrient exchange. This means the anthocyanins and other polyphenols from blueberries may not be taken up as effectively by cells, reducing their ability to exert antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects where they are needed most. For older adults, maintaining healthy to avoid flexible cell membranes is crucial for supporting everything from heart health to nerve function. The digestive system is another area where processed oils can interfere with blueberry benefits. Unstable fats can irritate the lining of the gut, disrupt the balance of healthy bacteria, and impair nutrient absorption. Since part of blueberries' beneficial effects depend on their interaction with gut microbes, a disrupted microbiome can translate in diminished potency of their compounds. Moreover, processed oils are calorie-dense yet nutrient-poor, which can displace healthier fats in the diet, such as those from nuts, seeds, or olive oil, that could otherwise enhance the absorption and activity of blueberry polyphenols. Finally, processed oils contribute to oxidative stress even before they are consumed. Many packaged foods containing these oils have already undergone oxidation during processing or storage, meaning they arrive in your body with a built-in load of harmful compounds for your system to handle. The key to unlocking the full potential of blueberries lies not only in avoiding harmful pairings but also in choosing foods that actively enhance their benefits. Blueberries work best when combined with nutrient-dense, minimally processed ingredients that complement their antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. One of the most effective pairings is with high-fiber whole grains, such as oats or quinoa. The fiber in these grains slows the absorption of natural sugars in blueberries, helping to maintain steady blood sugar levels and prolonging the release of energy. This stable blood sugar environment allows blueberry polyphenols to circulate longer in the bloodstream, giving them more time to protect blood vessels and support brain health. Healthy fats are another powerful partner for blueberries. Nuts, seeds, and avocados provide unsaturated fats that help improve the absorption of fat-soluble phytonutrients. Even though blueberry anthocyanins are water-soluble, some of the other beneficial compounds in blueberries can still benefit from the presence of healthy fats, which aid in transporting them across cell membranes. Walnuts and almonds, for example, not only offer healthy fats but also bring their own antioxidant compounds to the table, creating a synergistic effect that amplifies the body's defense systems. Plant-based yogurts without added sugar are also an excellent vehicle for blueberries. They provide a creamy base without the casein proteins that can bind to blueberry polyphenols, allowing for maximum bioavailability. If these yogurts are fortified with probiotics, they can further enhance the interaction between blueberries and the gut microbiome. A balanced and diverse microbiome helps metabolize blueberry polyphenols into even more bioactive forms, increasing their anti-inflammatory and neuroprotective effects. Dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and arugula make for another smart pairing. These vegetables are rich in vitamins, minerals, and additional antioxidants that work in harmony with blueberries to reduce oxidative stress. The combination of different antioxidant compounds from both foods can cover a wider range of free radicals, offering more comprehensive cellular protection. In addition, the nitrates in leafy greens support blood vessel dilation, which can improve the delivery of blueberry-derived compounds to tissues throughout the body. Legumes such as lentils or chickpeas also complement blueberries well. They are high in plant-based protein and fiber, which help slow digestion and maintain a steady nutrient release. This can prolong the activity of blueberry antioxidants in the bloodstream. The magnesium and potassium in legumes also support cardiovascular health, aligning perfectly with blueberries' natural strengths in protecting the vascular system. Even herbs and spices can elevate the effect of blueberries. Cinnamon, for instance, can help modulate blood sugar, while turmeric provides additional anti-inflammatory support through curcumin. When combined in meals, these ingredients can create a layered defense against oxidative stress, inflammation, and metabolic imbalances. By being intentional about these combinations, each bite of blueberries becomes more than just a source of sweetness. It becomes part of a carefully designed strategy to nourish the body, protect against age-related decline, and optimize the natural power locked within this small but mighty fruit.